tread carefully. There'll be a post about an AOT zone, and then there'll be a complete warfare. All right, let's get back to it. Macerated 2v2. Game number 2, so they're switching civs from game 1, of course, but the losing team gets to pick which player has each civ, if I remember so correctly. So it looks like TaToH's picked the Britons and Era has the Franks, and we're in Era's point of view. So we kick things off. What can you tell me about the maps, S&B?
Well, whenever you see Aztecs in a game and nobody else has got Aztecs, you always want to just look at what their map is like, see if they've got that sort of nice closed map where they can do the Drush FC wall up and just try and race to him quickly. And Slam actually he's got nice back resources in a way, but it's so open across the front. I don't think he'll be able to withstand lots of pressure. So that's always nice to see that the Aztec isn't just going to race to Elite Eagles and call it a day. Looking at the rest of it, it looks like TaToH and Era, both with nice maps like backward lines, good gold positions. So Gaia has been quite kind to them. BacT doesn't have the best wood lines in the world, even though they're not terrible. And lots of like forward gold for him. In fact, his third gold is almost close to Era. So I think, yeah, and like Slam's second and third gold are horrible too. So Gaia wants the 1-1 here, is what I'll say.
Gaia wants the 1-1. Let's see if it will deliver. Nearly delivered last game, but then it just horribly went wrong. Yeah, it's not too bad actually, but yeah, for TaToH and Era. I don't know what Slam's gonna do. If I'm brutally honest, it's really weird of a map. I guess he could wall that right hand side and then it keeps the gold safe. If he makes that like his own little like, if you know what I mean, like that wood line to the cliff edge and then the cliff edge to the cliff. He's always scouting it out anyway. It sort of makes his own little pocket eco, like especially if he stonewalls it. Then you know, good luck trying to hit that sort of thing. We'll see what he does with that though. I imagine he will definitely wall that section up. Like you would be blind, like a blind fool, not to.
He's not going to be able to stop Britain's crossbows shooting over into that wood line in the bottom part where you talked about the wall. So he'll have to go take the wood in the north as well. So,
yeah,
and that can be shot out over the top of the tree line with the hill behind it. So I don't think Slam can afford to play too defensive here.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I don't think he can play too defensive. Well, this game anyway. He played a bit. He was sort of forced to last game, but he did it quite well. In all fairness, I thought it went horrible, but I wish I could see that again.
He's got like a tension in his map that's pulling him in all different directions because like his second and third gold are way out west in that open area. Then all the wood that he's going to have to move on to is in the north, and then he's got like main gold in the east. So he's going to be probably having to invest quite heavily in military to secure this like castle age.
Yeah, I think so as well. Especially if he gets that later game, then it'll be interesting how he's going to try and control all areas of the map. So yeah, being aggressive I think will help him to do that. So interesting, TaToH's starting to house ball and just a couple of power states on the front of his base, locking out his main stone, funnily enough. But he's got backstone, as you said like earlier on, so Gaia has been nice. He can take that safely. It's going to bring a second boar in. No boar stealings I have seen as of yet. And look at BacT pushing in those deer. Ooh. Looking strong. Yeah, looks all good for him. Era himself, 4 in the wood here is Franks. Now, we're getting to that point, in the next 30 seconds where I expect to see barracks and stuff like that to be dropped if they're going to go for that route. Do you expect to see a drush from Era? I mean, what about BacT? I think BacT would definitely drush. Like, his map's looking pretty nice. The goals at the back pretty safe. It's the wood line, as you said earlier, is a bit of a problem for him. But I expect him to sort of drush.
Yeah, I didn't look early enough to see when they very first went on 4 on wood, but I think it kind of makes sense for both of them.
Yeah, he's going to put the barracks down just now, and Era himself, putting his own barracks as well. So both are going to go for a drush. Looks like to me that TaToH is also going to go for a drush. So that's 3 drushes. Can we go for the 4th? Oh, yes, we are. 4 drushes. The quadfecta is in fact. As Slam brings down his barracks. So Slam's going to go for a drush FC. Okay, I mean, why not? It's not the fact that you've got, quite a lot of walling to do, I would say. Unless he walls maybe to the berry section. I have no idea. How would you even, plan out for a Drash FC like this. I guess
Well, I
the way I'm
think
thinking
he's doing
is,
what you said to like just try and keep the right side closed in.
yeah.
But he's not going to be able to just live in that little right pocket forever.
Oh no, he can't live in that right pocket forever. But I think for the meantime it could be fine. Just I'm worried about the left. Like just it's pretty open itself.
Yeah,
just weird.
He can probably just palisades north to the stone. It would be a little bit dangerous to do it to that wood line by the oasis, because then TaToH could just go behind it with archers maybe.
Well, Era's doing a little bit different. He's actually going to click up to the feudal edge. No Drush for him. But would it be man at arms? I don't see anyone on gold, so interesting. Quite a bit of harm. So I was wrong. He puts a barracks down at 6:30, and I'm like, okay, it's definitely a Drush, but no militia being put down. In fact, it's going to wall close to the main gold. In fact, making that part of wall off. Is it just going to be straight up, like, just double range skirms? If he's got 4 farms down, for crying out loud. I like how Era keeps me on my toes. As the Drush now starts to come in from BacT. Good luck trying to get much done here, I think. It's going to be pretty darn impossible. Although saying that, though, I think if he's ballsy enough, he could try and sneak through the house and the barracks where I'm looking at right now. Like, there is definitely a gap, and I think the angle may be just right for him to sneakily get by. Also, 2 sheep haven't been picked up by Era. Kind of forgot about them too. And it looks like BacT will claim them to be his.
I really can't understand Era's decision to go scout rush.
Yep.
Against
I see.
With Byzantines with although it's sparse with the wood lines,
Hey.
It's a very wallable map, and he's actually scouted nothing. Like, he doesn't even... He sees the gold, he knows where BacT is, obviously, but he hasn't scouted the fact that he'll be able to do nothing to BacT's scouts.
TaToH's gonna walk into a trap. Whoa! Woo 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 woo! There we go. That's how you do it. Look at that! Look at the damage you did as that one militia. I'm getting a little bit of jumpiness. You're getting a bit of jumpiness right now.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm gonna slow it down, but it's 50 speed. Just to stop the jumpiness. So Woo-woo-woos are in. A couple of militia were actually pretty damaged. Like, one of them is on 13 HP. I mean, damn. But Slam, where's Slam's Drush? He said oh, there it is. Right at the back. He's picked up 2 sheep from TaToH. TaToH and Era are missing 4 sheep in total together. Yeah, a decent amount of food. But he's gonna find a woodline though. If TaToH isn't quick enough. Oh, here we go. Oh, spots it in time. Damn, that is some good. I keep saying "damn" a lot. I don't know why. I'm picking it up from someone. I think someone at work. But he will get that woodline walled in the nick of time, and that was really nice. I think he just baited him into it. It's like, okay, you come here just at the last second, shuts the front door. How's the scouts working out, SMB? I don't really see a lot going on from Era.
They're going to go to Slam.
Oh.
He's just staging outside Slam's base. He still hasn't gone to BacT. Like, he never even scouted BacT. So maybe he just thought it was never his intention to hit the Byzantines with scouts, which makes sense.
Is he playing tower defense as well? Is he just playing defense the tower? Because he's got 6 on gold. Good lord.
So Era's actually going to make the gamble and go past Slam's TC. Slam doesn't appear to be seeing it, so okay, he sees it last minute, but doesn't do much damage. And now Slam has to do a lot of quick walling.
Oh, yeah, I'm spinning back up now a little bit. I was like, oh yeah, I went down to 50 game speed for a reason. Yeah, it's actually pretty...
50's fine.
But I was behind you. It's alright. Well, yeah, he balls up pretty well. No villagers lost. Not much real disturbance. He's still got 3 on gold. That's a pretty decent result, I have to say. And yeah, and it's been going to start coming out. Now he's pretty much trapped inside. That didn't go well. Didn't go well there for Era. But anyway, the castle edge starts coming in. BacT on the way up. It's just screw it. Completely safe. No damage done to him. But then again, I mean, if you look at it really, how can Era with scouts do anything against this? how easy it is. Man at Arms, now but done by Slam, by the way. He's going to start poking some villages of TaToHs, and that's pretty much it.
Importantly though, TaToH's up first. You remember Slam saying he wants to rush FC, and he's quite a bit later than his opponent in TaToH. And BacT is getting a great tower on Error's map as well, if you look.
Oh, I'm just looking at the, sorry, I was looking at the TaToH tower. Oh, by BacT, look at that tower and back. Oh, nice. So I was watching Error lose his scouts to a couple of spearmen. I am quite surprised, considering he had, you know, 5 or 6 on stone, that he didn't maybe outpost or even tower this wood line of his. Like, I would have thought enough to... anyway. Surprising enough, there is a couple of archers from TaToH should try and clean up these men-at-arms. Still nagging inside. I call it nagging. Like, it just comes in, pokes a farm, pokes a villager, and then that's pretty much it. The 3 archers, though, should force us away and take care of that. But with that being said, though, TaToH now in the castle, which has a pretty decent time, 1747. 2 rangers up. Oh, look at BacT. He's got a forward monastery. Will we see the siege workshop? We're bound to. We're going to have to see a siege workshop, right?
I don't know, he did invest in crossbow upgrades, and he's got 2 ranges with some garrison at home, so maybe he'll continue on that. But it's just extra protection against the anticipated knights. But Error's not going to be in Castle Age for another probably 3 minutes. Still lacking a bit of food. I just can't work out why he's on so much stone so early. He's spent most of it now, and he's got some more towers up. But it seems so odd to have so many villagers on stone so early and not have the towers built preemptively.
It's funny, because if we actually really think about it, the towers aren't bad against monks. If we really think about it. So it's kind of like, you know, being blind counted. I really don't get the point of this monastery. But without the siege workshop. He's just built 2 houses.
Well, he can pick up 3 relics from the vicinity, and there are 3 relics in that area of the map as well.
I get that, but really? Like, you just wouldn't just build it at home? Okay, now I've seen the siege workshop.
It's like one advantage to building it there.
I guess so. Actually, there are quite a lot of relics nearby this monastery. I haven't just looked until now. Okay, well, there you go.
Like, if he's planning to go aggressive against the Error and keep the pressure on their contain Error in that map, then it's not a bad decision to be able to spare 1 monk to go and pick all those up.
Oh no, yeah, I get that now. I guess, but I just felt a bit weird personally. But anyway, though, yeah, crossbows here from TaToH pushing out. Odd an arrow yet to be done, but +2 range is there, and that could mean a little bit of harassment as you see Slam putting a TC down to the south of that main goal, by the way, interestingly enough, SMB. What's your opinion on that? I find that a little bit confusing, because if it was just TaToH, just sit just a little bit south of it, you can hit that wood line all day long. But at least you protect it at the same time.
All it does is stop TaToH busting through the wall, but it doesn't. He's going to be able to keep nearly all of the villagers working around that TC idle. But it does protect his main goal. That's the main thing.
Yeah,
however,
I guess that's the most important thing.
Now TaToH's going to be having crossbows all around the map. He can come in from the northwest. As long as he's got the military numbers to kind of get around there without being taken out by Slam's crossbows, then it is looking really vulnerable versus the Brits player.
Isn't looking pretty. We just saw BacT send a few crossbows inside TaToH's base and did a little bit of harassment there once again. I think actually TaToH brought pretty much everything back to try and sort this out. Interestingly enough, he's been well away, and all this time, by the way, Slam is just nice and safe. He is, as I said, he was going to be pretty much, you know, using this sort of right hand side with a little, like a pocket eco, I'm going to maybe call it. I don't know, but. Seems to be pretty nice. You probably look to probably later on expand out on the left, but for now he's safe. Looking pretty. His villager count 43. TaToH a little bit ahead on 46 though. Error is under a little bit of pressure. He's putting a TC on to where his stone is. How's he looking on stone itself? Okay, it's got 114. That's really interesting. He decided to TC it with that stone. It looks like he wants to really prioritise mining stones so maybe he can get some castle out later on or something.
Yeah, well, he's only like 350 stone off it because he's Frank. So like, I think he wants to just do a few towers some nights, just try and buy himself like a few minutes maybe to eventually get a castle up to just tell BacT to go away. But I don't think he's going to have time.
No, I think that he needs to. He's gonna get knights out, which, well, gonna run into some monks, so that's gonna be interesting. I would have thought maybe you've got a secret archer out personally and try to fight this. And also, Lycav. Why do you use Lycav? Anyway, we'll just ignore that. There's 2 mangonels pressuring down one of the towers. There's a lot of towers, by the way, from... I haven't really counted, but there's a lot of towers. What is there? 2, 3... One's gone. 4, 5... About 6 at one point. I'll try and rebuild another one. But TaToH is looking to move up across. Looking to try and hit BacT, I think. This is actually a good opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, if they manage to get TaToH's crossbows in through that palisade in the north, then BacT's got real problems, because he'll get taken off all wood and gold, some of the food, and he has just, like, nothing at home to deal with a few knights and crossbows mixed together, because, like, a lot of his buildings to make monks and sieges forward, but the question is, how much damage is Era going to suffer before they manage to inflict that damage on BacT, and I think the answer is considerably more.
Yeah, because there's 3 mangonels to take out 2 towers, and now it's laying siege to the main TC. The thing is, though, they timed this correctly. They could try and divert his attention just briefly so it can allow Era to move in, but it looks like, no, that's not happening anytime soon. It looks like BacT on the ball. But
those monks are out of position slightly to convert the knights and get the mangonels, though. They're getting them.
Convert 1 knight? Or 2 knights now. That was kind of worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, you lost 2 knights, but you stopped that siege, and now, of course, it looks like BacT's going to have a few problems. It's like, can you help? Yeah, you're in trouble now, buddy. Welcome to the pain train.
Slam's coming over with 6 crossbows. But, yeah, he's going to have a nasty surprise when he finds out that's nowhere near enough. But look at Slam in the back of TaToH's base as well. There's doing quite a nice job there. Mangonel coming though.
Cool. This game is a little bit closer than last game for sure. Only a couple of 100 points difference in actual team score, and
yeah, and Era can almost afford a castle, so he can put that castle somewhere around where the 2 towers are, probably.
Yeah, he's gonna have to put it there, I assume, or maybe do this a couple of fun. I don't know. Maybe actually, if it's actually where those 2 houses were, maybe a slight one house. Yeah. Oh, he's gonna put it right next to us. Oh, where is? How's it going? Oh, yeah. Okay, he's in trouble. He's putting double watchtower down. Even. Oh, that's.
Yeah, the problem is he has 50 villagers and he can only hide how many fit?
Yeah, there's only so much you can run away with, son. And those crossbows are out for blood. That's other knights, by the way. But amazingly, Slam's come to help, and this is actually working out quite well because Slam is microing first like a boss, and second of all. The towers, of course, now killing off the knights practically, and the TC's in firing range. So TaToH can't really do much, he's going to lose all these, but the knights will pick up what they can. That's a good number of villages, so BacT down to 46, so now 10 behind Era. Didn't see this one coming.
Yeah, and I think Era, as long as he's protecting all of his bases, which he's got towers everywhere now. He's on 3 TCs, he can recover from the damage he suffered.
Yeah.
Whereas BacT is just in a complete and utter mess. And TaToH is beating Slam by 10 villagers and is going forward. So it's looking good for the team that style themselves as noobs here.
No, outrageous, huh? I mean, but look at this on the left. Those 2 outposts from Era. They see all. They see 2 mangonels. Well, the tower, by the way. Sees the 2 mangonels and a whole bunch of crossbows. Taking a book out, taking a leaf out of MDL's book, getting out the old outposts. They're so useful, it's crazy. I'd see them more often these days, and it's good to see them out in action, the outposts. Don't get enough love, I find.
I didn't realise Slam was that close to the Imperial Age, so that is actually something overlooked. Like, I thought he got a lot less food in the bank. He has clicked up, and that's going to be our sick to beat Eagles. Like, at least Era has a lot of places to hide vills at the moment. You can say that for him. And TaToH's actually going to go Cavalier to chase after the Eagles.
Is he picking up though, or is he going full Castle Age? He's not picking up. He's just going to go full Castle Age.
Yeah, he's going to go full Castle Age Knights.
Oh, I think he's late. I mean, he should be going now. This should have been go time like 4 minutes ago. But I feel, maybe not 4 minutes ago, that's a bit too much. Maybe like a couple of minutes ago. Because it's going to get to a point, because look at where Slam's building his barracks to the left-hand side. His eco is fine, I find. I can't really see too much damage coming in quickly enough anyway, to say the least. And then the Eagles will be out with probably +4 defense at least, and that was it. I mean, say goodbye to non-Bloodlines Britain Knights. Run that one through me, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't even have to go pikeman.
I
Doesn't
can't
even
run
have to
it
go
through.
pikeman. Just go Eagles, you're fine. Anyway, though, looks like BacT's trying to literally press where it hurts, but it doesn't seem to be much. I mean, I see another cast on the left-hand side being put up by Error, and on the right, he's suffering too much damage. He's got another TC coming out the back. Good God, how many TCs does he want? But he will get another one up. Defending fine. His eco's looking pretty solid as well. 68 villagers in comparison to 48. Oh, and yeah, by the way, Slam got a castle up, so that push is not going well. But the Eagles are out. Roto Baggins is going to be saved, and by that I pretty much mean BacT. But he seems to be fine all on his own. He's pushing it pretty well, actually, that TC. He's going to take it down.
Slam just got an unbelievably clutch little piece of stone wall on like 25% HP on the right hand side next to that TC.
Yeah, I see that there.
Female villager died to get that, but that would have let all those
Sacrifice.
knights and rams in.
Worth the pause, though. I mean, look, this is exactly how I predicted to happen. Elite Eagles, +4, 5-6 racks, and you've got 7 crossbows, 3 knights, manga down 2 rams. Now, I have a funny feeling this is going to go quite well for those 2 houses as well, just delaying tactics. Great mangonel shot flies in, but good skill, didn't do much.
Error's mad about something getting converted in 2 seconds there. I don't know, I'm not sure what. But yeah, I'm struggling to understand the logic of the just like full castle age from both TaToH and Error.
Yeah, I don't get this one from TaToH. He could have gone to Imperial pretty much at a similar time, I think. And he could have got, full champion or something.
Yeah.
And that would have been perfect. But, that was not... I mean, I think Error did fine. Error didn't... I don't really think Error did much wrong this game. I think he actually played alright.
Apart
this
from
time...
going scouts against Byzantines.
Oh yeah, that was... I'm talking from the Castle Age onwards, but... for TaToH, I feel like he could have actually got this game wrapped up in just by doing... Well...
The problem was that he left Aztec's eco mostly untouched. So he was always going to be later, but I think that when he was later, he'd have been much better served like walling up himself a little bit more and just trying to, like you said, maybe just try and go champion push against.
Yeah. It's tough though. I will admit, like trying to go against the Aztec generally, and if you've got similar eco, the Aztec will be up faster. Like no doubt about that. But he had a good map to wall for starters. And I think Error with the amount of castles he was spamming at the end of the game, he would have been okay as well. But there you go, though. GG though, well played. I mean, Slam, carry Aztec. That's how you do it, I guess. MVP for Slam.
I think ultimately it probably was just inexcusable to do so little damage to Slam's eco when he didn't have the best map, even though he could keep his main gold secure. And sometimes if you can deal the damage in the first few minutes of Aztecs of Imperial Age, then like your main gold is all you need to last you that long. So yeah,
that was a weird Castle Age, I have to say. I mean, we had some shenanigans on the left. Okay, a lot of shenanigans on the left, and on the right, not much. I don't really. Yeah, TaToH sort of. I think the play on BacT was smart. Don't get me wrong, but then he lost everything. But whatever, get past that point. But he should have just kept pressing on the right with those crossbows because he has the Castle Age advantage for starters with those crossbows. Like 8 range for 1, archery range produces quicker. That's 2. I mean, we could go over the list. It could be endless, quite frankly. But he went Castle Age Knights. I can't wait to ask him when we're done with these games. It'll just be like TaToH Game 2 Knights ? Maybe it's an inexperienced thing. I don't know. I will admit though, it is a bit inexcusable, and I don't want to sit here in my ivory tower and start like telling how people how to play. But I do feel it in that game, it particularly slight miscall. Well, anyway, though,
There
game
was a,
three should be on the horizon soon, and that's what all Huns, isn't it? Something crazy.
I
All
feel like
Huns.
you should do quote 74 in the chat though, because that's an interesting one.
Quote 74. What the? Was I any of those cars? I would.
That was said moments ago.
Shut
Do
up.
we take that as a compliment? But yeah, all hunts now.
So manly voice. Although if they speak on a woman's ear, oh my god, waterfall. I'm trying to decipher this. I guess it's a compliment, right? I think it is. I don't know. Oh god, right. Game three. This is deciding. Like Tato and Aaron, like if we're gonna be honest, they need to get their shit together. Okay, they need to get it together because it's been a bit of a disappointing couple of games from them. Such promise, and then it just peters out. So all Huns though, so a bit different. Joining me, of course, if anyone does not know, which would be crazy, is SMB.
Hello.
Oh, hi. I mean, thanks for saying hello to register your voice so that everyone knows who you are. It's a great
Why
radio
are we
time.
reintroducing people in game three?
Yeah, but no, we don't care about these players. We really care about our own voices. Like, what civs are they? Oh, they're Huns. Okay, right, we'll move on then. Game over,
Yeah,
GG, let's move on.
that's like just wiped out our normal like feel for the first few minutes until we get to the point where we go, hand is someone built barracks yet? It's like we can't talk about matchups. No, we'll have to talk about the maps. And once again, backed with like that pocket of resources in the back, like main gold and stuff. But that is an ugly looking map across the front.
Well, for BacT.
Yeah.
Oh, where do you even start with this map? This is the question I always ask when I play just any game in general. It's kind of the first question, which is, where do I start? When I get a map like this, I just even think worse. Like, oh god. I guess what he could do is maybe try and use the stone to the wood line and make that part of his start of the wall. If you know what I mean. But even then, like both ends, I guess you could talk about. But
Yeah. I mean, the obvious thing to do is like the cliff and the wood line in the south, just that like 3 or 4 tiles, and then that gives you something, and maybe you try and camp your army on that forward hill really far west of the berries, possibly if you can manage it. But there's no question of getting a full wall off unless you do it really close to your TC and give up a lot of space.
yeah, that's the only other scenario you could do. But even still, double deer patch at the back though for BacT. So I mean, that's quite nice. Just we'll put it out there for everyone. What about Slam? Because we've got plenty of time. Trust me, this is a handball, guys. Not really going to see much, maybe, except maybe for a cheeky ball steal, but that ain't happening either. So, Slam's base, secondary still at the back. Good wood lines, though, has to be said. It's also got one of his second goals at the back. So his main goal is to the south of his TC, and I wouldn't say it is away from TaToH, but it is. It's okay. It's relatively safe. Again, on the front of his base, he can do some wallings off, so he can keep it pretty well shielded. I think it's okay, main gold. It's not too shabby. Yeah, it's one of those goals. Like I'm not like crying out saying it's like amazing, but it's all right. It's one of those sort of things like that will do. That will do.
I think it's a really nice map to work with because like
Go on.
he can put some walls in various places, but even if he comes under some pressure, it's all close to TC. He hasn't got hills in front. The only thing that he's got is I was going to say he's got 2 forward goals, but I think that's actually TaToH's third one and Slam's third one on opposite sides of a little hillock in between the two of them. And,
Gold rush.
So just a really like aesthetically pleasing symmetry to that they've both got their third goals either side that little hill like that. But yeah, Sam's got a nice map to work with. TaToH. It's funny how his like main woodline and main gold is almost like symmetrical to Slam's, but on the forward side rather than on the reverse. TaToH's obviously it's not as nice to work with. And then Error has a pretty much perfect one. Like one thing that BacT might have considered if he didn't have such a nice main back gold might have been forwarding if it wasn't for the fact that Era's map is like quite
Oh.
perfect to defend from forwards with, I
Holy
think. For the
cow.
most part.
This is a gorgeous map. I mean, yeah, couldn't describe it any more than that. I mean, the deer just gonna get pushed into the mill. I mean, oh, easy to walk. Gold is as safe as houses. This is terrifying, quite frankly. I mean, if he can't make use of this map, then I would be very upset. But we'll see how it, of course, it will pan out. Well, I expect probably 400 wood here actually from Era. So see what he goes for here. TaToH is. What on earth are you? We're 735 and we're seeing 2 Vil forward. Okay. Help me, I'm confused. What's the plan?
Well, he's just walked into Slam's barracks.
Slam see it though. Oh yeah, he would have seen that.
I'm going on Slam's view luck just to see what he's doing. Right now he's only scouting Slam's base, TaToH's base, so I think he's not spotted that red dot.
Unbelievable.
But he's going to be confused.
He might have just thought it was a scout. That's the thing. He probably just thought it was a scout. But like, oh, okay, well, here you go. Because there's only one villager, so I would assume it would be if there was that sort of view.
I mean, TaToH is.
Oh, the villager pops out. It sees it. Oh God! What's he doing? What on earth? Is he on gold, by the way? Is TaToH... Oh, okay, TaToH...
Yeah, he's been on gold with 1 militia.
He's walling in Slab Scout. Go on, finish the job. Oh.
Jump.
Oh, man, that's the sort of level I'm on there. Damn. Oh, boy. Poor Slam. Yeah. That scout is forever.
TaToH built that mining camp for the gold at like minute 6:30 before he'd had a barracks and before his village
Dark Age Rush. Like
so yeah, it's like eternal drush because he's continually producing militia, so he's not going to click up. He's got like villagers taking a lot of deer at home, but that's not going to be that quick income. So it's like forward barracks eternal drush strategy is what I'm going to call it.
Wow, this is one of the boldest things I've possibly seen in Masters of Arabia 2v2. I'm not saying it is the one, but it's definitely one of the boldest plays I've ever seen. Loses 1 militia, but he will make a trade for that, 1 for 1. I don't think this is going to work, sadly. I mean, Slam 1 sees it coming. Second of all, he's got easy map to wall behind. I guess he's maybe a little bit thrown off. I mean, he's building an archery range down, but he should be fine. Just gather the wood, go archers, and take them out. I mean, how hard can that be, right?
I just don't understand from TaToH's point of view how he was planning to deal with Slam making like 3 archers.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't even see Slam's main gold, so...
Exactly, I mean... What? Okay, I thought he did see it. Oh, even then if he did see it, why would he go for it? Like... Oh.
They're clicking up to feudal age now.
Okay, okay, thank goodness. Okay, thank goodness he is clicking up to feudal age, because if he wasn't, then I would...
And in all of this, what the hell is going on in the south? I think TaToH and Era have decided, because they were like 2-0 down and they haven't got...
much to lose.
Much time. They're just going to have some fun with this. Because look at Era. Double forward stable sneak. What the...
Oh... I mean, it's not like it's gonna be really easy just to wall those stables in. Just put just a wall diagonal, or whatever, and then you're fine.
But yeah, I think they're just having fun with this. Like they're just letting BacT and Slam go to the winner bracket, and we look at BacT 2 forward stables, and like we've made a mistake in this game, Normano. We've tried to see logic and reason in what they're doing instead of just seeing it for what it is, which is playing like Metal RTS on Arabia, fish out of water style thing.
Oh, salt thrown in there.
Just for a laugh, because they want to lose and get out of here.
So it seems. Oh, that burned though. That burn. Oh, and that villager, I think, tried to wall his villain, but as you can see, the mess of Palisade has meant that villager is now dead. He tried to wall something, I think he tried to wall a tower. I don't know. Something tried to happen, but it didn't work out. And for some reason, BacT's got more scouts right now than Era. Oh no, no, there are some at the back. Okay, I was very concerned there. No, oh, yeah, BacT does have more. He's got 8 units in total military. Yes, a couple of are spearmen, but he has the same amount of scouts with one less stable. Interesting.
Presumably his was built much earlier.
Yeah, I'll go with that one. All right, so TaToH's in feudal age. What's the plan now? Oh, he's okay. So those two, I think those two forward villas, remember from earlier on, who built that barracks, have now managed to make their way round to the back of Slam's base and are building currently 2 ranges. Um, S&B.
I'm still paused.
Okay, yeah, I'm still paused. Yeah, I'm still paused. Don't worry. I'm just trying to contemplate. I know he's up. I guess I'm not taking it seriously, but I'm still trying to contemplate. This is actually not the worst idea I've ever seen from TaToH when it's like this.
What on earth is going on with Error's like walling outside BacT's mill? Because like I think he's palisade walled in a palisade wall.
I think he was trying to do a tower there earlier. No, no, it's a tower. There is a tower.
Is
He
there
was
a
trying to
tower? I
wall
can't
his
click on it.
villager in when he was doing the tower, but he really badly messed up. And in the end, he
Yeah.
lost his villager. But on the very far left
It's
of the
also-
walling, there is a tower there, potentially being built.
Oh yeah, like I wasn't expecting the tower to be on the outer ring of the walling.
The outer.
Like, no.
We're going up to the outer rim. Oof. BacT's one of the top 10 players in the world. Wow. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would say it's probably quite true. Top 10, yeah. Oh
I'm
god.
resuming the lobby.
Someone types in quote 18, by the way, just randomly, and it comes up with that one of all.
Oh, he actually did. Yeah, he was searching for it. Look at that. He was like 19, 20, then 18. He was trying to find the one.
Oh, it was. Oh, yeah. This guy seems to know me then. Damn. That is
Shuakai asks if BacT is good and says this is the first time he's seen him and he's the same nation. That's interesting that a Vietnamese AOC fan isn't aware of BacT. Unless you're kind of new to spectating professional level AOC.
Are
in
they
which case
dropped or something, or is it
perfectly
just a big
understandable.
pause?
I checked in the lobby. I resumed the lobby and everyone's there. Like BacT's possibly resumed, but
Mm.
I don't know.
It was going so smoothly. Maybe TaToH's like, oh, gotta leave. Can you take care of things, Error? I'll sling you all my resources and you can play on from there. Alright, so 2 ranges. Oh, so. And I get message.
It's hard to make any comments about what's going on because we're stuck at the pause and we're just waiting to see what purposefully ineffective move they're going to go for next.
Someone just sent me a picture of, I think it's unicorn slipper. Basically, there's this someone at work who jokes around, like had a T-shirt saying unicorns are real as a joke. So I've been taking the Mickey out of it, and she sent me a picture of something on Facebook saying, like a picture of unicorn slippers and then a bottle called Unicorn Tears, and she's like, see, unicorns are real. There are unicorn tears. That is honestly the most disturbing thing I've ever seen. I've ever come across.
Thanks for sharing.
Well, what have you got to offer to this game? I think we've covered everything. We've just seen Error.
No. I just found something, and it's interesting. Take a look at Error's farm placement. Like this is something I see you do. Actually,
Yeah, no, that's why I'm laughing because I think I forgot to mention I'm actually playing on Error's behalf. Good God. The worst part is he's seeing another one. He clearly sees, like, if there was a couple of straggler trees, I could maybe somewhat understand it. But the fact that there are not even any straggler trees that could be in its way.
I think that it's that quote from Dave, isn't it? That the land around the TC is over farmed and therefore you shouldn't use it because the land is infertile.
What?
But why doesn't he stretch those ones towards the mill? Or is he going to like create some kind of art with the farm placement?
I just think he's just not care. I don't know. There's some canned unicorn meat on the product picture. Oh god. I might have to open it up. I won't open it up on the stream though, but I might have to open it up.
I'll have a look at it.
Someone give me a can opener. That's all I want. This is gonna be a really interesting part of the VOD, by the way, on YouTube when people just. Oh, we're back. Okay, I just suddenly unpaused. Also, a really long one, and it looks like Slam's finally figured out that his scout finally figured out the palisade is.
I think they quit.
Yeah, it looks like they sort of quit, I think. But unfortunately, game room. But I want to see what happens exactly before we do. Maybe something funny happens. I don't know. But all I can see is Slam going forward with the archers. Fortunately, as at that point, TaToH's finished with the deer, but TaToH's the stream just ended.
Scout on patrol dodging the tower. Look at that. TaToH built a tower to take on the scout, and Slam's dodging every shot with the patrol. Oh, he's still getting hit. Where the scouts walled in, stream ended.
Yeah, I know. My stream ended. Yeah, I can see now on the. Well, he took damage. Yeah, I think maybe it could be possible if he dodge every arrow, but hasn't got enough space, so it will be hitting him.
Yeah, I think maybe if the space was
great
tiles, then it would be enough to deceive the tower. Yeah, that was
really quick
fun.
ending.
Error actually filled one of those adjacent to the TC farm spaces with a farm just before the end. It's like,
oh,
damn, he started to play serious just as the game was over.
Outrageous! How unbelievable! And someone said, "Oh, it's because of the top left corner and everything, but the villager moves." Yeah. I get that, but the actual distance for this villager on the very far right has to walk and bump into the other villagers just to drop some food off. It's far more inefficient than just putting a simple farm in the top left corner. That's why.
Yeah, you should always fill the first row around the TC before anything else.
Is there a problem with the stream? Nope, I haven't got any problems on my end because I am an overlord. Well, it was a bit of a weird ending, weird game in general. It was kind of a, we'll be honest, they sort of gave up, and TaToH had to go anyway. So I guess I was kind of disappointed because I was expecting a really nice, fun game, but the first two games were pretty interesting nonetheless. That was the quickest set of games, 1 hour and 24 minutes. That was in total.
Yeah, pretty interesting ones actually. Like even though they were decided pretty quickly in the favour of BacT and Slam, I think I enjoyed the first two games.
Yes,
and that one was a bit.
Like
when it's paused for longer than the rest of it. Although it was fun to kind of work out what TaToH was doing and trying to come up with some kind of strategy and build for the go on gold at minute 6 and then do forward barracks and not click up strategy.
I've always enjoyed players who try to push the meta. I'm trying to make it sound like, TaToH was trying to do something smart, but unfortunately it's not his day. But there we go. What's in the queue for the next couple of days? I think you're doing tomorrow, aren't you? You got something tomorrow?
Yes, 12 GMT tomorrow.
12 GMT.
Zuppy and the Max versus ACCM and Cool, which should be a good set. And that's quite early tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, 20 GMT, Viper versus Fire by Nilly here on VB Official. And then we've got 14 and 19 GMT for more Masters of Arabia 2v2 on Friday, including the most anticipated tie of the first few rounds of the whole tournament, which is Fire and Degao versus Hart and Leroy, which will be very, very good indeed. So lots to look forward to on the next couple of days.
Yes,
check aoczone.net for the schedule and follow the stream to be notified of when we go live. And I think we're going to have some DM stuff as well tomorrow with Clemenceau doing some tomorrow night. So if you're into DM then keep an eye out for that on either Voobly Official or Voobly Stream, one of the two.
I'm just trying to load up the ASC's page, but for some reason it's loading up, but not the right hand side. Oh, whatever.
Any thoughts on the new DLC? I don't know too much about it in terms of Civ bonuses or anything. I don't think that's actually been revealed, like the bonuses of all Civs yet. I'm maybe wrong about that.
I haven't really read much about it, but what I will say though is, it is I really hope that they. I keep saying I hope they get this right, and every time they disappoint me. Because like, what this is what I feel like a pattern every time. They bring out an expansion, it breaks the game more than it should do. Like I'm talking crashes and all that sort of thing. Then they patch it up slowly, and then it gets to a point where it's moderately playable. Like I'm talking like you're playing 1v1 with someone who's like next door to you. Then it's actually playable. But then they bring out an expansion, and then it's the cycle repeats itself again. Like, so I'm hoping that they actually get their stuff right and don't break the game. You know what I mean? Like, do you remember when Forgotten got released SMB? Like, everything just broke.
I do. Although, like, I wasn't out of the HD ecosystem to be like knowing what the Voobly was actually better.
Yeah.
At that point,
I was a HD fanboy. I was all over that. I was like, mate.
The thing that disappoints me is that people are saying that the beta for the new patch was better, and then they've moved the patch out of beta, and now everyone's saying that 4.8 sucks. All over Reddit, like everyone's saying it crashing and lagging more. So that's not good. You'd think that the full release of a patch would be more stable than the beta release of a patch.
Well, it's just like as well. The Battle ignored that thing this weekend or whatever. It's being hosted on the Escape AOE channel, which will be really interesting to see how that all goes out. But that's all in the HDs, and I just hope that when they play on it, just for the viewers' sake, I think that it will run smoothly enough. Like I'm talking like not only crashes every I'm talking every 5 minutes or some drop out and then save and restore and all that. So I'm just hope it all will work just for the viewers' sake and for the players as well. I mean, like I don't think I could sit through like 5 hours, let's say, maybe more than that. It probably would be anyway, of just constantly crashing and sitting and waiting around. But I hope for the best. Anyway, that's
I think the main thing is that because it's going to commit them to doing some more development work. At least if you're going to release a new expansion and the community is saying like this needs patching, like it will ensure that Skybox do at least 1 or 2 more patches. I would have thought, and some more development work on HD.
I was surprised by the latest release. Actually, I was like, blimey, if they bring another another expansion sort of thing. Like, I mean, that's the. I guess out of all of it, like that's the good thing. Like we're getting, like there is still development into it because clearly I think there's definitely an interest. Like still, I mean, like I probably will read what the civs are and everything because that looks quite interesting. There's one in particular, it's like unit's like a really anti-archer. Like how you think the plumed archer is kind of like an anti-archer. But, like apparently this is like a really heavily armored like archer. I'm like, damn, like that'll be interesting. But it'll give Spirit of the Lore some more videos, which I'll probably.
It'll keep Spirit of the Lore in business.
Yeah, it will actually. I mean, that's 4 new civs, and that'll be interesting how that pans out for him. Like, actually, in all fairness, like I do sometimes watch some of his videos for just from a theoretical point of view when I'm lying around. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I've got to say.
I just hope to God HD doesn't desync during the tournament, and
that's
then they
what
can't
I'm
restart
saying,
the
yeah.
games.
Like, could you imagine? Could you imagine? Is Doubt playing? Could you imagine Doubt sitting there and just like he would? If I like, he's that sort of guy I can imagine would just give up, like just like screw this, and just logs onto Voobly and just starts playing. I can imagine him doing that.
Except, they have invited Doubt.
Yeah, are they? Are they?
It could be an error. Because they obviously they're going to have to keep things moving across the weekend.
Yeah.
With like scheduled match times and different co-captains coming on at different times and stuff.
There's an elephant with a scorpion on its back. That's terrifying. Yeah.
And it's unmanned elephant, I think, as well. So the elephant, not how war elephants just like are subservient to the Persian will and just have this kind of hive mind that tells them what to do without any rider. Well, these new war elephants with ballistae scorpions on the back also lack riders and crews to operate the Scorpions. So there was a suggestion on Reddit that maybe the elephant fires it with its trunk, possibly.
Just slings it out of the trunk, reloads it, and then just slings it out of the trunk. That'd be an interesting.
It's almost like because the HD devs and such Microsoft have been sharing memes of AOC like self-consciously, and maybe they just didn't put a rider on the model for that exact reason, that they just wanted to like play up to the memes of AOC at this point. Because the Forgotten Empires team went down. Did they put actual people on the back for the Elephant Archers? I think they did, didn't they?
They did, I think. Well, they had one skin for the Elephant Archers, and then they reskinned it. I remember that there was an original skin, like an actual like one graphical view of it, and then they changed it all up. Like maybe someone's got a picture of before and after, but there was definitely a change. I remember because that was still when I was still playing that game around that time. But yeah, they had archers on their backs, yeah, on the old thing. They were, oh my god! I remember one game when I was playing Black Forest as usual, and I played Indians, and just like man, I went full ham on the Elephant Archers. It was crazy. It was savage. I killed like 2,500 units. I was against skirmishers, but I just couldn't be bothered to make any onagers because it was just too much fun having like 70 elephant archers roaming around. It was brilliant. I had a lot of fun with that. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this stream up because S&B's got important things to do. You know, being a boss and and
Recorded games.
Yeah, basically proposing recorded games, and I'm going to also
the brackets.
I'm also going to go back to my lurking state, lurk around.
I might stream AoE1 later after talking about Elephant Archers. I'm still got probably a third of my Let's Play to do, and I haven't done an episode for like 3 months.
Yeah, people always ask about that still. They're like, AoE1?
I know, like it's why is it so popular? Like, you just get to watch me laboriously slow running, not speed running, slow running the campaigns.
I do just see you just like transporting some catapults over and then just firing them off and then just running away again. I'm like, oh, there he is, saying hello.
I don't know. I have to see what my family are doing later, but I might do it because I said to myself recently, I've got to finish this before the end of the year. Like if I'm actually going to finish it, I've got to do it before the end of the year because it's just a joke if a Let's Play takes more than 1 year. I think I started it in like March, April time.
Well,
yeah.
On that delightful note, I think we'll end.
No promises. Yeah. Cheers for watching, guys, and yeah, AFCzone.net when the event calendar actually works.
Yeah, when it gets back online, tell Primacle to get busy.
No, AFC Zone is just temperamental.
You're too nice.
Post is being slow as well. It's not Primacle's fault.